back, guys, to Queen Quality Podcast. I'm your girl, Shacoya.
And I'm Terria.
And we're here with another episode. This one is true and dear to my heart. This one is about being a soft girl.
And entering your soft girl era and what that means, I guess, to us. Everybody might have I feel like everybody may have their own definition.
So we'll just talk about our separate definitions, because I would say they're not really the same. They're similar but not the same.
And I feel like y'all need to people should show this to like their boyfriend. I don't know if we got a lot of men that watch this, but I feel like I be getting so mad on Twitter. Like, this boy was like, y'all girls supposed to be naturally soft. Stop trying to be niggas, and y'all will already be in y'all soft girl era. Like,
whose fault is it though?
Like,
is it really all our fault, or did we have to step into this? But let me start. Let me back it up before I jump into that. I wanted to say my definition of like soft girl era literally does not have anything to do with men. I feel like the only way I have, and I feel like I've entered this, is my soft girl definition is I want to get up every day and I want to be happy. I want to be like sensual about myself. I want to just gracefully carry myself better. It's a character on a shy. You know who I'm talking about? What's her name? Jake girlfriend, Jake old girlfriend. You know what I'm talking about?
What is her name? No, what is her name?
Y'all know who we talking about.
She had the baby.
Yeah, she did she have it?
Oh no, I forgot she lost the baby.
She lost the baby. Okay, sorry y'all. But she just carried herself well. She woke up, she did her hair, she did her makeup, she made sure she was good. I'm not saying you have to do it every day, but I feel like carrying yourself gracefully and just being soft about life. And when I say soft about life, like, I'm not worried about nothing. I'm not floating through life, but I'm just gracefully going through life peacefully. Like, nothing is, if something bothers me and I can't fix it, I'm not worried about it. That's soft girl era to me. Like, but a lot of things I've been seeing on Facebook, and you know, Facebook is the devil, but I be on it though. I've been seeing so many posts where boys be like, my mama said that y'all girls ain't in y'all soft girl era or something. They been in they soft girl. Actually, they weren't, and they're the reason that we aren't.
And I feel like my definition of soft girl era, and y'all heard me say this before, so like, I feel like the definition of soft girl era is the opposite of a strong black woman. Like, I said this before, that a strong black woman is not a compliment. Strong, like our parents' generation, grandparents' generation, I was dang near raised by all women. Like, my aunties, my grandma, my mom, that's who I seen most of my life. I didn't really have no like men to look at in my life growing up. So I seen them like go hard every single day. And my mom had 3 kids. She got off of work after a 12-hour shift. Then she had to feed her 3 kids, take care of this. What if the house got to get clean? Like, she did everything. Like, I feel like where was her time for self-care? Like, she got to worry about giving us money for school or doing this, doing that. That's a hard life to me. If y'all look this up on Google, like, I'm just not like pulling this out. If y'all look this up on Google, a lot of black women, like, our health is worse than like a lot of black men and white women, our peers.
And heart attacks is way more prevalent than us than any other race.
And that's because we portraying that like strong black woman like so much. Nobody is checking for us. Nobody is caring for us. We barely caring for ourselves. So in our generation, we doing yoga, we going to the gym, we going to therapy, we doing our doctor visits regularly. We're going to the dentist. Like, yeah.
Like, it's just
so that's what soft girl era means to me. Like, the opposite of strong black woman. I don't want to be a strong black woman, but do I feel like I'm completely in my soft girl era? No, because I feel like like I said, I grew up from like 4 like strong black women, so that's what I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing women go hard all the time. Like, so I still like having to unlearn those traits I saw growing up. Plus, I have a hard time like, I don't know, trusting people with my life. Like, I cannot be blindfolded and you can't surprise me, because I have a hard time just. Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I was raised by my mom majority of the time, so I definitely seen that strong black woman thing, but honestly, I don't see it in myself, but I would say what do I want to call him? Partner would say that he sees that in me. He complains about it. I'll use an example. I bought a dryer recently, and I carried it in the house myself when I could have waited, but it's like, why am I gonna wait? You know it needs to be done. I'm not gonna wait on you. Like, I just did it myself. And that's just an example of like how you could just be soft. Like, I'll wait for him to provide. I'll wait for him to give me his time and do that. I say I'm entering it. I'm not saying I'm in it. But I'm entering the soft girl era because I can acknowledge when stuff like that, it's just like I can just wait. And I'm not saying a man's supposed to do this and a woman's supposed to do this, but you just want to be softer with yourself. You don't never see, you rarely see another race other than a black woman being called a strong woman. It's just black, strong black woman. You don't hear strong white woman, strong Hispanic woman, strong Latino woman. You hear strong black women because we just known to be that. And so it's hard to erase that from our minds, even mine at this time, but I can acknowledge it. I feel like generations before us, my mom, your mom, they probably won't be like, I'm a strong black woman. They just do it. They don't like say it, and they don't think they're apologetic when they need time for themselves. I feel like it'd be so many times I'm like, I'm sorry, I just need the day for myself. Like, you shouldn't have to apologize for that. You should be able to take the day, go get a pedicure, go get a spa treatment. I never heard my mama say that ever. I'll see her do stuff on like her birthday maybe, but me personally, it's something that I'm doing for myself, like for self-care, to make myself feel softer, to make myself feel good every week. But if we look back on it, our parents probably ain't do that a handful of times in a year.
Yeah, and I feel like I don't ever remember. I don't know what my mom did for self-care growing up. Like right now, my mama, she like that girl. She get her nails and feet done, keep her hair done, lashes. Like she keep herself done up now. And I'm happy for her. I'm glad she get to experience that now because back in the day, my mom, it was work uniform, house clothes. Work uniform, house clothes. I never really seen my mom get all like done up. She was always, and everybody like joke about my mom always look mad, but I would be mad too all the time. Like if I lived that way.
I can definitely understand why Krista used to be mad because child, she used to be. Shout out to Shacoya. If she see this, she know I'm right. But I don't want to be like that. That's why I always say like I'm not ready for kids and stuff because I want to live in this soft girl era as long as I can. And I feel like when you have kids, that puts not necessarily a hold on it, but it depends on the person you choose. And that goes back to being a soft girl. Like your partner, if there's males watching this, your partner should know like, I want my girl to feel, how can I help you do this? How can I make you feel like you're welcomed, you're appreciated, you need some relaxation time? How can I help for that? I'll say, I almost say his name, chill. Woo. I'll say my partner like buys me flowers, or we'll go out to dinner, or if I need time alone because we live separate, he respects that. So I say, he knows. We'll talk after this, but he knows.
And like you said before, I feel like a lot of girls, we don't like, sometimes like, you know how you said before we started this, like, I feel like all girls do this. Everybody, all of us have done this once in our life. Like, we'll ask them to do something, and they don't do it on the time we told them, and we step into our manly, big man, strong man. Yeah, and we start like, especially like I see pregnant girls do this. Like, I don't know if she watched this, but one of my cousin's baby mama, they was moving while she was pregnant, and I'm like, do you need help? She just like lifting heavy stuff. I'm like, she should have waited because you're pregnant. Like,
let the man handle it.
Yeah, but we got to get it done when we get it done. Maybe y'all should hurry up, meet us halfway, and at least do it like 2 minutes later. But
yeah, oftentimes it just be like, I'll do it later, and the later turns into like tomorrow, and now I'm just irritated. So it just be like, just do it when I say do it, because when y'all hungry, y'all eat. When y'all need clothes to wear, they wash. So I just feel like, not in my situation, not to wash the clothes, I'm not washing the clothes, but in my situation, I'm saying, when you hungry, you eat. If you wake up in the morning on the weekend at my house and you say, I'm hungry, we eat. So if I say, can you move this for me, I don't expect you to be like, when I feel like it, because I didn't say that when your stomach was growling.
Yeah.
So
and I feel like a lot of men, like, they grew up by, like, I feel like in the black community, single mom is like, I like our generation because they is like changing. I see a lot of dudes stepping up nowadays. But back in the day, I feel like a single parent household was like common. And I feel like a lot of men grew up like seeing their moms do it all. So like when they see you do it all, sometimes they don't even like.
They don't want to.
Yeah, like they think that's normal.
Yeah,
they
my
think
mama
that's
did.
normal.
How come you can't do it?
Yeah.
And I don't think it's nobody. Let me take that back. One person I ever dated that. I mean, that many. It's one person I dated, and they lived in a household with a mother and a father and a family. That's only one person. Everybody else was raised by like a single parent. Like at some point in their life, it was just a single parent. So it's like, I understand because I was raised by a single mom, but my mom showed me, like, Linda showed me that I like, how can I say it? I'm a strong black woman, but I don't want this for you. Like, I want you to, like, want better for yourself. And not necessarily she said that, but, like, if I got in a relationship with somebody and it was, like, I'm doing so much, she would be like, you should be doing all that. That's just an example of how, like, you shouldn't be doing all that. Why can't they do all that? And not saying that man need to take on all this responsibility, because they deserve to have a soft life, too. And that's why I'm there. But when you're in a relationship, like both of us are, except for in relationships or whatever, you need to, like, talk to your partner to communicate how they can make your life easier or softer for you, and vice versa. I'm not saying men should take on responsibilities to making sure their woman feels soft, because I'm gonna do the same for my man if he's doing the same for me.
And I feel like I agree with that 100%, because a lot of girls, like, I don't know, a lot of y'all get y'all personalities from social media. I'm just say that right
and if
now.
the internet ain't exist, y'all would not be thinking like that.
Yeah, and y'all be like, a man gotta do, like, y'all, you seen that interview with that girl with ESTG?
I did.
That was so cringy. But she was like, a man gotta make more than me. And he was just asking her, like, why?
They don't make no sense.
And she didn't have no real reason, because she got her personality is literally from the internet. Like, that's what the internet is saying. Like, nobody, I don't really got no sympathy for no man who be posting stuff like this. Like, no one cares about what a black man think. I don't really have sympathy for that, but sometimes to a certain extent that's true. Like,
or they say a black man is never loved if he don't got money. Like, that's not true, because I done loved a lot of broke niggas.
Yeah, but I be seeing y'all, like, when y'all post out, just be like, boo-hoo, like, oh, whatever. But that's, to a certain extent, that is true. Like, social media and the internet make it seem like a man has to do everything. Like, me personally, I feel like I want my man to have a soft life too. Like, I want him to, like, if you want to go to therapy, go to therapy. If you want to work out and stuff, eat healthy, like,
if
go take walks. If you want to go to
school, anything. Like, it's not just gender based. I think that the world got that messed up.
Like, if he not taking care of himself, he eventually in the future gonna fall, and how he can be able to take care of us, our family. Like, so
I think that they should take time to feel the same way we want to feel, the same amount of time that we would want, that they should be offered the same thing. Another thing, I kind of feel like when I say soft girl era, I think people getting confused because the world, like, depicts women to be like, I want the man to pay the rent, I want the man to pay this, I want to pay that, and I'm gonna just be over here chilling. I don't necessarily agree with that. Like, I think every situation is different. Like, every situation should be different, but it's no way in this world that I would try to put everything on a man and I don't get it. I feel like if I can do this, you should be able to do it too, and it should be vice versa. I feel like girls want to say I'm in my soft girl era because my man is taking care of everything. But did you have that stuff before? Like, are you getting into this to enter a soft girl era that you didn't have before? You was working hard before and you didn't have it. So you need to, like, come into this, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, a lot of girls, y'all be asking for stuff that y'all can't even give. Like,
I want my man to have a Mercedes, and your name Mercedes, and you don't got no car.
Like, me personally, if my man is doing, say he paying all the bills, he buying me stuff, but he got a bad week, and I gotta, like, help him, and I didn't have it, I will feel like a loser. So, like, I'm not gonna expect all this out of a man that if I can't provide the same. But the boys that I know, I feel like I can provide everything.
Same vice versa. I ain't met a nigga that can beat me. So until then, even now, I feel like I'm very humble. It's been people I've dated that made less than me. I was humble. It was people that two that made more, and I'm humble. Like, I don't feel like I want them to do more for me because they got more, and I didn't feel like the people that I was with before should have to do a lot because they didn't have much. I feel like I can meet anybody in the middle. But when it comes to, like, how I feel when I'm feeling in my soft girl era, I feel like your partner, your spouse, your boyfriend, or your girlfriend should be assisting with that if y'all together. Because how am I gonna feel, complete within myself and soft within myself, but then when I'm with you, I don't feel that way.
Yeah.
So to wrap this up, we're gonna end with a question from Miss Terria.
I would say my question is, because like I said, I don't feel like I'm 100% in my soft girl era. Like, I was raised from, like, again, like, strong black women. So I would say, what is a tip that y'all would give, like, to help girls, like, enter their soft girl era? Like, what's a tip or, like, strategy? Like,
I'll answer, even though I want you guys to answer too. I'll give y'all a little push. My answer to that would be, like, start within where you live. If you have your own room at your parents' house, and you're on campus, you got your own dorm room, whatever, start there. Like, to make yourself, your home is like your palace. That's where you're gonna spend almost all your time at. If you're not at work, you're at home. If you work at home, you always at home. So start with candles. Start with, I don't know, what's those things called? Wax sticks and stuff like that. What's the other one? I'm missing. Plug-ins. Stuff like that to make your home feel welcome. That helps you enter that too, because the place where you live is where you spend your time, and you want that to smell good, feel good, be happy about it. That helps you go out into the real world so that you feel more soft, like, oh, I don't have to really be concerned about what's going on at work today, because at the end of the day, I'm happy within myself, and no matter what, I'm gonna be happy within myself. When I get home, I'm stress-free, I'm taking my stuff off, it smells good, I'm calm.
Okay.
That's what I would say. That's my opinion. I know this video, I feel like we went all over the map with this, but that's just our opinions when it comes to soft girl era, and it went into many directions. So we're going to have a part 2 later about this later. But this is Queen Quality Podcast. I'm your girl Shacoya,
And I'm Terria.
and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.